And the essence of this journey is, who essentially am I?
I am a knowledgeful soul, I am a blissful soul and child of Supreme Being. So we should have this recognition, we should have this consciousness. Truth actually changes our consciousness.
Spirituality is understanding. It is like the seed, the knowledge, and divinity is the fruit.
I never had fear of being alone because I was on godly service, and I kept God as well, and I felt protected under His canopy. So I never felt any fear. And those who are truthful, they don't have to fear.
And I think that at times in our journey, we need to touch that eternal. Sweetness is born out of eternal energy. It's not bought out of physical energy.
And to gain the power to see the beauty within, because I think it needs power to really begin to see, the qualities of the soul and to really start to develop a meaningful relationship with myself.
And today, I think that my commitment to myself is one where I want to honor my own dignity and the beauty that I've learned to see in myself, which is very different.
Yeah.
And I've always understood that in life, we chase after two things: avoiding pain or increasing happiness. I've always appreciated that dynamic.
Everything is possible, but what is necessary with commitment is also cooperation. And so some of the commitment is not how can I do this, but how can I help get this done?
We are all dedicated to the cause of improving ourselves day by day, developing, growing spiritually day by day.
So I am loyal to the royal within me means that I stand by the royal that is in me. And I had never thought about that before, like being loyal to myself.
I like this expression in English, for all seasons. You are a soul for all seasons, which means you stay committed to those values, to those principles through the changing times.
Your mind, your intellect, your sense of self, your deepest feelings in your spirit gives you a sense of deep freedom when you're punctual.
Lightness is to be able to, swim through life so easily that you don't complicate yourself and you don't complicate others.
Remaining always light, in fact, is the diamond key to happiness.
Open-mindedness is a positive character quality because open-mindedness is what invites the human being to think in reflective ways.
There's guidance or guidelines we receive in the world. They're physical, they're very physical, they're very external, they're very separate from us. And then there's guidelines which we receive every day, which is to do with ourself. In other words, our consciousness. So one's external and the other one is internal, until the day comes when we can put them both together.
Clarity is almost like seeing with truth. You're seeing reality and you're removing all the sort of filters in your own thinking that distort reality.
So, it's very inclusive, enthusiasm. The energy of enthusiasm is also very inclusive. It counts, takes into account everything and everyone.
Real help is you help them, but not to depend on you.
The main help is just having pure and positive thoughts. not just occasionally, not just once, twice a month, but on a daily basis.
That if your thought is powerful, your eagerness will hit the
target.
Yes.
It means to join together in such a way that you are in agreement with people, you're accepting the differences, you're recognizing what you have in common, and you connect with others. So harmony also means to join in a way. So in a way, it's the same meaning as yoga.
Positivity in terms of relationships is such an important aspect of life. And we only have to think about people with a positive nature and what a difference they have on an effect they have on us, than somebody who's sort of negative and questioning and doubtful about things.
Creativity tends to indicate it's a more active thing than an invisible, intangible thing. It's an active thing, and it's an active thing at all levels. I don't know if you've noticed, but creativity takes place not just through the hands, but has its origins very deep within consciousness.
Love and cooperation is innate in the self. When I said it was a universal law, it is inside of all creation.
And so, can I go into the depths of my own inner world in solitude and discover both the depths of what's going on inside of me, but also to discover how to connect with the one above. And both of these depths are very, very vital. It's not possible to experience happiness unless I practice ekant, going into solitude.
And this is what we do in meditation. When we sit in meditation, then I realize that everything that I need is right here inside of me. If I don't tap into that great, abundant treasure store within myself, then of course I'm always going to feel empty.
Tree never eats its own fruit. A river does not drink its own water. Continues to go through. So this is what its greatness. Energy flows like a river, grows like a tree.
Respecting the self means I begin to work with myself, realizing the importance of my original beauty, my original values.
There's a sacred place in your heart, and wherever you go, you live from that place. I think that's a great freedom.